I think I'll start this with telling you about the Jellicorse family as far back as we could reach. I'm going to have to refer to notes because there are a lot of names and dates here that I can't actually recall without referring to these notes. So let me, if you don't mind, I'll take my glasses off so I can read them. In the mid-1500s in England, there lived a family name of Jellicorse, or Jellicore, Jellycour, or Jellycors, in the county of Salop, city of Albrighton. The members of this family were probably weavers, originally from Flemings, a part of Holland, where weaving was a tradition. The first recorded family was, which I could find, was Richard. Richard died in 1574. I have no date of his birth. And Hugh died in 1602. His wife Margaret died in 1613. And James, no record of his death. His wife Dorothy, no record of her death. And Francis died in 1582, and Agnes, no record of her death. Times were really extreme, as evidenced by the family of Hugh and Margaret. They had 8 children, and of these eight, three sons and 1 daughter died in infancy. The 3 sons all were named John, as meaning throughout the year the first sons were always named John. And the Hugh and Margaret were the oldest relatives I could find in the historical search. The name Jellicorse was established and remained until this day. Family members of interest were such as the likes of William John, who in the 1700s lost the estate. I don't know what the estate was. It would have been nice if he'd kept it. But we could certainly use it at this day and time. And then John, born in 1763, died in 1802, was married to Margaret Glover. Born in 1772, died in 1859. Margaret was the granddaughter of John Glover, who in history I will tell you about later, that had a relationship to the black box. The Jellicorse family from 1500s until the 20th century. There's much more to explain to get where we're going. In the following pages I will try to explain what transpired. When John and Rebecca, their children were Edward Herbert, born 1854, William, born 1856, John Edward, born 1857, Fred A., born 1859, Emily, 1863, Harold in 1864, Constance in 1867, Reginald in 1859, and John in 1853. John married Charity Gwynn in 1882. Now, John is our great-great-grandfather. Their children were Constance, born 1883, and Dorothy, born 1884, Ada, born in 1886, Melise, born in 1888, John William, Bill Jellicorse, Margaret, born in 1894, Emily in 1896, and Mary in 1899. Charity Gwynn had an illegitimate daughter that Grandpappa took and raised, and her name was Maggie. And I'll tell you about Maggie. Maggie later on married George Harville. Charity died on April the 16th, 1632, and John, Grandpappa Jellicorse, died on November the 9th, 1934. Now, I was born on June the 24th, 1933. So therefore, I was only just a little over a year old when Grandpappa died. The daughter of John Jellicorse, Grandpappa Jellicorse, was Constance, and Constance married Tom Rogers, who was born in 1901. And born to them were John William, or Bill Rogers, born in 1902, and Fred, who was born in 1904, Temple, born in 1906, and Rebecca, 1908, and Dorothy in 1910. Now Rebecca was my real mother.